Comrades, compatriots, and friends.
今天
Today,
我们在这里
we hold this grand meeting
纪念全国人民
to
代表大会
commemorate the 40th anniversary of the delivery of the message to compatriots in Taiwan.
值此新年之
On
际
this New Year occasion,
我代表祖
on
国
behalf
大陆
of the
人民
people on the Chinese mainland,
向广大
I
台湾
wish
同胞
to extend my sincere greetings and
诚挚的
heartfelt
问候
wishes
和
to all
衷
my
心的祝福
compatriots in Taiwan.
海峡两岸分
The
隔
two sides of Taiwan Strait have already been separated for 70
台湾问
years.
题的产生和
The
演变
generation and evolvement of the Taiwan issue was
中华
actually
民族命
bound
运
to the fate of the Chinese nation in modern times.
1840年
Since
鸦片战争之
1840
后
of the Opium War,
西方列强入侵
facing the invasion of Western
中
powers,
国陷入
China
内忧
was
外患
caught in domestic turmoil and foreign
山河破碎
invasion
的
and national
悲惨境地。
disintegration.
台湾更是被外族侵占
Taiwan was also
长达
invaded
半
and
个世纪。
occupied by a foreign power for over a
为
half
战
century.
胜外来侵略
To defeat
争取
the
民族
foreign
解放
invasion and struggle for national
实现国家统
liberation,
一
achieve national
中华儿
unification,
女
the
前赴
Chinese
后继
people fought heroically and
可
tragically,
歌可泣的斗争
one stepping into
台湾
the
同胞
bridge
在这
as
场斗
another
争中
fell.
做出
Our
了重要
compatriots in
贡献
Taiwan have made great contributions in this fight.
1945年
In 1945, the Chinese people
各国人民一道
won the war of resistance
取得了
against Japanese
中国人民
aggression,
抗日战争
which
及
was
世界
also the global war
反法西
against
战争的
fascism,
伟大
together
胜利。
with the people from other countries across the
台
world.
湾随之光复
Taiwan was thereby
重回
liberated
祖国怀
and
抱
returned to the motherland.
其后不久
Not long after that,
由于
due
中
to
国内
the
战
unforeseen
延续
length of
和
China's
外
civil
部势力
war
干
and
涉
interference from foreign
海
powers,
峡两岸
the
陷
two
入
sides
长
across the
期政
strait
治对
fell
立
into
的
a long-term
特殊状
special
态
situation of a political confrontation.
1949年以来
Since
中国共产
1949,
党
the Communist
中国
Party
政
of
府
China, the Chinese
中国人民
government, and the Chinese people
始终
have
把
always
解决
put
台湾
the
问题
Taiwan issue
实现
and
祖
the
国
full
完全
realization
统
of
一
national unification as
矢
an
志不渝的
unshakable
历史
historical
任务。
task.
我们团结台湾同胞
We have been encouraging our
推动台海
compatriots
形势
in Taiwan to help in the
从紧张
effort
对
of
峙
easing the situation
走
on
向
both sides of the
缓和
strait
改善
by easing and improving the tense
进而走
confrontation
向和
between the
平
two
发展
sides,
道路
and on the basis
两
achieving
岸关系
peaceful
不断
development.
取得
The cross-strait relations
突破性
have
进展
witnessed constant breakthroughs.
70年来
Over the past 70
我们顺应
years,
两岸同胞
to comply
共同
with
愿
the
望
common aspirations of the people from
推
the
动
two
打破两
sides,
岸
we
隔
have
绝状
worked
态
to break our isolation
实
from
现
each
全
other
面直
and
接
achieved
双
the
向三通
comprehensive direct three
开
links
启两岸同胞
and
大交
pushed
流
forward the grand
大交
prospect
往
of exchanges and
大合作
cooperation between the compatriots from the two sides.
两岸交流合作
Cross-strait
日
cooperation
益广
and
泛
exchanges have been more
相互往
extensive.
来
Our mutual
日益密
contacts
切
have been increasingly
彼
intimate.
此心灵
The minds of the people on
日益
both
契合
sides of the strait are becoming more
台湾
alike.
同胞
Our
为祖国大陆
compatriots
改
in
革开放
Taiwan have
做出
made great
更大贡献
contributions to the reform and opening up process
也
on the
分享
Chinese
了
mainland and have
大陆
also shared
发
its
展机遇
development opportunities.
70年来
Over the past 70
我
years,
们秉持
we have been
求同存异
upholding the
精神
spirit of seeking common ground while
推动
shelving
两岸双方
differences, and we supported
在一个
each other
中国原则
on our
基础上
1992 consensus
达
that
成
both sides of the
海峡两岸
Taiwan Strait belong to
同
one
属
China,
一个中国
and
共同努
will
力
work together
谋求国
to
家统一
achieve
的
national
九二共识
unification. We helped open cross-strait negotiations, promoted cross-strait party-to-party exchanges, and blazed a new pathway for the peaceful development of our cross-strait relationship. We achieved a historical meeting between the leaders of the two sides and pushed cross-strait political interactions into a new height. Over the past 70 years, we moved with the times in developing our cross-strait relationship. We proposed the policy of peaceful settlement of the Taiwan issue and the scientific concept of one country, two systems. We also established the fundamental policy of peaceful reunification and one country, two systems. Our basic strategy of upholding the one country, two systems policy and promoting the reunification of the motherland answered the most pressing issue in the new era of promoting peaceful development of our cross-strait relationship and uniting our Taiwan compatriots in a joint endeavor to realize the great national rejuvenation and peaceful unification of the motherland. Over the past 70 years, we have held aloft the banner of peace, development, cooperation, and win-win. We advanced friendly cooperation with other countries based on the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence and consolidated the acknowledgement from the international community on the One China principle. More and more countries and people understand and support the great cause of the unification of the Chinese nation. Over the past 70 years, we have always kept an eye on the Chinese nation's overall and long-term interests, firmly safeguarding our national sovereignty and territorial integrity, uniting all Chinese people against all kinds of plots to create two Chinas or one China, one Taiwan. And we also have achieved a great victory in frustrating the Taiwan independence movement and other separatist activities. The development of the cross-strait relationship has proven that nobody or no party can historically or legally change the fact that Taiwan is a part of China, and both sides of the Taiwan Strait belong to one China. Compatriots across the strait are all Chinese. Nobody or no party can negate the natural attachment and national identity shared by people of the two sides, featuring our deep blood bonds and affinity to each other. Nobody or no party can stop the trend. The Taiwan Strait situation will march towards peace and stability, and the cross-strait relationship will move forward constructively. That trend can also not be stopped by anybody or any party. And nobody or no party can ever resist the historical trend of a country empowering itself, national rejuvenation, and the reunification of the two sides of the strait. Comrades, compatriots, and friends, the purpose of reviewing history is to inspire today and enlighten tomorrow. China must unify and is bound to unify. This is the final conclusion from 70 years of cross-strait development, and is a necessary requirement for the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation in the new era. The Chinese people on both sides of the strait and the Chinese people at home and abroad should jointly shoulder our overall national interests and comply with historical trends, jointly work to promote the peace and development of the cross-strait relationship and the process of the peaceful reunification of China. First, making joint efforts to promote national rejuvenation and realize the target of peaceful unification. National rejuvenation and national unification is an irresistible trend and is in line with the principle of righteousness and is the common aspiration of the people. Separated by a strip of water, the mainland and Taiwan are so near and yet so far. The two sides have not yet completely unified, which is a historical wound for the Chinese people to endure. Chinese people on both sides should make joint efforts to seek national unification and heal that wound. As Chinese, the people of Taiwan should live with dignity, sincerely think about the status and role of Taiwan in national rejuvenation. They must look to complete the process of national full unification and jointly seek the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation as a glorious cause. The future of Taiwan lies in national unification. The welfare of the people of Taiwan is closely related with national rejuvenation. The peaceful development of the cross-strait relationship is the right way to safeguard cross-strait peace, promote the common development of the two sides, and benefit the people on both sides of the strait. The peaceful development of the cross-strait relations needs promoting and safeguarding, and this should be shared by the compatriots of both sides. The Chinese dream is one shared by compatriots on both sides of the strait. Only with national rejuvenation and national prosperity can compatriots on both sides of the strait live affluent and beautiful lives. For the Chinese people who are striding towards the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation, the Taiwan compatriots will not be absent. Compatriots on the mainland and Taiwan should join hands to realize the Chinese dream and take responsibility together for national rejuvenation and share the glory of national rejuvenation. The Taiwan issue was caused by the weakness and chaos of the Chinese nation and will surely be resolved through national rejuvenation. Second, exploring the Taiwan solution within the framework of one country, two systems, enriching the experiences of peaceful unification. Peaceful unification and one country, two systems is the best solution for unification of the country. As the old saying goes, the sea embraces many rivers to attain greatness. The solution reflects this wisdom, which is based on Taiwan's reality and benefits the long-term security and stability of Taiwan after national unification. The difference in systems is not an obstacle to unification or an excuse for separation. One country, two systems was raised to accommodate Taiwan's reality. and safeguard the interests and benefits of Taiwan compatriots. How the one country, two systems policy works in Taiwan is based on Taiwan's reality. Opinions from all walks of life on both sides, as well as the interests and feelings of the people in Taiwan. Under the precondition of ensuring national sovereignty, national security, and in the interest of development after peaceful unification, Taiwan compatriots will be fully respected in terms of their social system and lifestyle. Their private assets, religions, and beliefs and legitimate rights of the people in Taiwan will also be fully guaranteed.
People on both sides of the strait belong to one family, and cross-strait issues are family affairs. So they should be resolved by family members. Peaceful reunification means negotiation on an equal footing and through joint discussions. The long-term political difference which have existed between the two sides are the fundamental issues influencing the long-term stability of our cross-strait relations. They should not be passed down through generations. Both sides should take responsibility for the Chinese nation and our offspring by contributing wisdom and of creativeness, by dissolving differences and consolidating consensus at an early date so as to rid ourselves the opposition, realizing long-term peace across the Taiwan Strait, and turn the vision of a national unification into reality so that our offspring can grow up and live in a shared homeland featuring harmony, peace, prosperity, and respect. On the basis of the One China principle, there is nothing standing in the way of any party or social group in Taiwan communicating with the mainland. Only by replacing confrontation with dialogue, replacing disputes with cooperation, replacing zero-sum game with win-win outcomes, can our cross-strait relations enjoy a long-term stability. We are willing to conduct dialogues and extensively exchange views with any political party, social group, or individuals in Taiwan on cross-strait political issues and other issues related to the peaceful reunification of the Chinese nation, so as to seek consensus in society and promote political negotiation. Hereby we solemnly propose that on the shared political basis of adhering to the 1990 consensus which opposes Taiwan independence, political parties and people from all walks of life on both sides recommend and elect representatives for extensive and in-depth democratic negotiation on cross-strait relations and the future of the Chinese nation so as to reach consensus and roadmap for the peaceful development of cross-strait relations. Third, adhering to the One China principle and safeguarding the prospect of a peaceful reunification. Although the two sides of the Taiwan Strait have not yet reunified, China's sovereignty and territorial integrity have never been separated, and the fact that both the mainland and Taiwan belong to China has never changed. The One China principle is the political basis for cross-strait relations. Adhering to the One China principle, cross-strait relations can be bettered and further developed, and our Taiwan compatriots can benefit more from it. Deviating from the One China principle will make the situation of cross relations tense and chaotic, thus harming the interests of our Taiwan compatriots. Reunification is a historical trend, and it is the right path. Taiwan independence is an adverse current from history and is a dead end. Taiwan compatriots have glorious traditions of patriotism, and we are blood relatives. We always insist on the policies of pinning our hopes on the Taiwan people, respecting our Taiwan compatriots, caring about our Taiwan compatriots, uniting our Taiwan compatriots, and relying on our Taiwan compatriots. We insist on doing practical and good things and solving the problems of our Taiwan compatriots wholeheartedly, regardless of our political beliefs, regions, religion, or class, whether we are soldiers or civilians. Our Taiwan compatriots must see clearly that Taiwan independence will only bring hardship to Taiwan, and they must oppose Taiwan independence and separatism with a firm stance and pursue the bright future which peaceful reunification will bring. We are willing to create a broad space for peaceful reunification, but we will never tolerate any form of activity promoting Taiwan independence. Chinese people will not fight against each other. We are willing to make the greatest and most sincere efforts for the future of peaceful reunification. Because achieving peaceful reunification is the most beneficial way for compatriots on both sides of Taiwan Strait and the whole Chinese nation. We will not promise to give up the use of force, and will reserve the right to use any necessary measures against the intervention of any outside forces and the few separatist activities by the very few Taiwan independent separatists, but absolutely not for our Taiwan compatriots. Compatriots on both sides should pursue peace, maintain peace, and enjoy peace together. Fourth, deepen integrated development on both sides of the strait and reinforce the foundation of peaceful reunification. The two sides of the strait have the same blood, loved one with each other well. The Chinese people should help each other. The mainland provide equal treatment for Taiwan compatriots and their enterprises to share development opportunities, so they can have a great sense of accomplishment and a sense of gain. After the peaceful reunification, Taiwan will forever be peaceful, and its people will live and work in peace and contentment, having a strong motherland to rely on. The livelihood of our Taiwan compatriots will improve, and they will have more space for development. They will be more assertive and confident in the international community and feel safer and more dignified. We should actively promote the institutionalization of cross-strait economic cooperation, build a common market for the two sides, giving more impetus to development and vitalize cooperation to strengthen the Chinese national economy. The two sides of the strait should connect and all needs to be connected, promote smooth economic cooperation, and the connection of infrastructure, energy resources, and industrial standards. The two sides of the strait should first connect their waters, electricity, and gas supplies, and then build a bridge between Kinmen and Matsu and the coastal area of Fujian province. We should promote cultural, education, and medical cooperation, share social welfare and public resources, support equality, inclusiveness, and the convenience of basic public services in neighboring areas with the similar conditions on both sides of the strait. Fifthly, we have to bring about the spiritual reunion of compatriots on both sides of the strait and promote recognition and peaceful reunification. The soul of a country is built upon this culture. People across the strait share the same roots and the same culture. The Chinese culture is the root and affiliation of people on both sides of the strait. The key to friendship lies in better understanding. No matter how many obstacles and difficulties we face, we should never stop cross-strait people-to-people exchanges, not even a bit. People on both sides of the strait should inherit the profound Chinese culture together, so as to promote its creative and innovative development. We have to enhance exchange and mutual learnings, conduct inclusive dialogue, put ourselves in each other's shoes, and feel for each other. Then we can enhance our mutual understanding and improve our mutual trust and recognition. We have to adhere to our bonds, uphold our mutual empathy, educate our descendants on the right views of history and country, and carry forward our great national spirit. For families and relatives, there is no knot that cannot be untied. By spending enough time and effort, we can surely bring about the spiritual reunion of compatriots on both sides. It is our national interest to support and pursue national reunification, and that should be recognized by the whole nation. Our great motherland will provide strong support for all patriotic and united forces. We sincerely hope all Taiwan compatriots can cherish peace like cherishing their own lives, pursuing reunification like the pursuit of their own happiness, and actively get involved and push forward the just cause of the peaceful reunification of our country. The young generation carries the hope of our country and the future of our nation. Young people on both sides of the strait should bravely shoulder more responsibility. With solidarity and friendship, we join hands to fight for the future. We sincerely welcome young people from Taiwan to the Chinese mainland to pursue your dreams, fulfill it, and realize it. People on both sides of the strait should cooperate with absolute sincerity. Hand in hand, we can all live well together and build the future of our nation. Comrades, compatriots, and friends, for a long time, our compatriots in Hong Kong and Macau, as well as overseas Chinese, have been caring for and supporting the cause of reunification and have made positive contributions in this regard. I hope all of you can continue your support for the peaceful development of cross-strait ties, and realize the peaceful reunification of our nation. Comrades, compatriots, and friends, there's only one China in the world. Upholding the one China principle is widely recognized in international relations, and it is also the general consensus of the international community. The international community widely understands and supports Chinese people's opposition of Taiwan independence, separatist activities, and Chinese people's efforts in the just cause of national reunification. The Chinese government deeply appreciates and is also very grateful for this. Chinese matters should be decided by the Chinese people. The issue of Taiwan is part of China's domestic politics. It is the core interest of China and the concern, the feelings of the Chinese people, and foreign interference is intolerable. The unification of China will never hurt the legitimate interests of any other countries, including their economic interests in Taiwan. It will only bring more opportunities for other countries. It will only inject more positive energy into the peace and development in the Asia-Pacific region and even the whole world. It will only make more contributions to building the community with the shared future of all mankind, to the peaceful development of the world and progress of mankind. Comrades, compatriots, and friends, we cannot choose history, but we can grasp the present and fight for the future. It is a new era of major development and major progress for the Chinese nation, and for compatriots on both sides of the strait as well. The way forward will not be plain sailing, but as long as we work together and fight together, we'll definitely embrace the rejuvenation of our Chinese nation and definitely accomplish the great unification of our country.